Hello and welcome to one of the most famous clubhouses in the world. We're here at the Wentworth Club in Surrey for the third event of the 2023 Rose Ladies Series. It's a strong field that is assembled with multiple Ladies European Tour winners set to shoot out over 18 holes for a first prize of £10,000. So we've moved inland and down south for the third event after 2 great days at the West Lancashire Golf Club and Southport in Ainsdale. The blustery conditions were a huge factor in Southport, but the sun was shining here at Wentworth. One player teeing it up for the first time this series is 21-year-old Lily Mae Humphreys, who just last month claimed her maiden LET win in Johannesburg.
To get my first win in South Africa was really cool, very unexpected, and I loved every minute of it. It's got me very excited and confident about my game and feeling like I belong a bit more on the tour, and I am looking forward to the season ahead now that I've got into some of the big events as well. Takes a little bit of pressure off, but hopefully I can continue pushing a bit.
While her win in South Africa was over 4 days, the single round challenge that awaits the ladies today requires a slightly different approach.
Kind of go for similar game plan, but I guess you don't need to worry about being like too defensive, I guess, because sometimes on tee shots or second shots you're a bit like, well, you can't like go for it 4 rounds in a row, can you? But if you fancy it, you might as well go for it in an 18-hole event. I guess that's probably most people's kind of thoughts about it.
In the inaugural Rose Ladies Series back in 2020, the ladies competed over the well-known West Course. This time, they tackle the East. One player who knows the East Course better than most is Annabelle Dimmock, who has a strong association with the club.
The East Course is actually one of my favourites, despite probably the West being the popular favourite because of the men's tournament here. But the East, it plays different, you know. It can play like a links course in a day like today where it's windy, the wind can sweep through. There's birdie opportunities out there, but it's one of them courses that if you're not careful, there is a few bogeys waiting too. So I'll be really interested to see how the girls find it, and yeah, it's my favourite course out of the 3.
The East Course is a par 71 and it's looking absolutely pristine with clear blue skies overhead. LET winner Alice Hewson had an eventful start with a bogey at 1 followed by a magnificent eagle at the 2nd. This birdie effort at 4 missed low and she double bogeyed 7 to turn in 37. Jessica Adams was 2 over par playing the 18th. Courtesy of 4 bogeys and birdies at 2 and 8, she finished her round with this lovely birdie to post a good score of +1. Hayley Davis dropped a shot at 5 but bounced straight back with a birdie on 6. This well-judged tee shot on 7 set up a 2-putt par to stay at level. Liz Young got her maiden win on the Ladies European Tour last September, and she was well in contention here. She got to 2 under by tickling this one in on 15, her 5th birdie of the day. 5 times Rose Ladies Series winner Gabriella Cowley got under the card early thanks to this delightful pitch at the 3rd. She made another gain at 5, but a bogey on 7 gave her a -1 front 9. That has Cowley tied at the top alongside Lily Mae Humphreys, who won the Joburg Ladies Open on the Ladies European Tour in March. There are 5 players a shot behind on even par. The 7th is the second of the 5 lovely par 3s here on the East Course, and George is taking a look.
We love the par 3s here on the East Course, and we've made it down to the 7th. It's measuring 177 yards with the pin tucked on the right edge, which is going to be really tough. With the greens running at 12 today, they're super lightning. Another cool thing I like about this hole is that I'm currently in the Royal County of Berkshire, and now I'm in Surrey. How about that?
And And we join the leader, Lily May Humphreys, on that 7th tee. Letting one rip in Berkshire. Where will it come to rest in Surrey? Just trickled down to the left-hand side of the green. A lot of putting surface to work with, though. Now Gabriella Cowley, a winner at West Lancs earlier in this series. Getting herself a reputation as Mrs. Rose Ladies series, really, with those 5 victories. Oh, sit down. Well, she'll have a lot of work to do there. Might even be a little bit hindered on the backswing by those gorse bushes. Alice Hewson now on the 10th tee. Longish par 3 this one, and you can see she's needing a little bit of timber in the hand. Safely aboard the putting surface, but they are quick. So that will test the pace control. Liz Young now. Level par. Can she make the closing birdie? 70 would be a very competitive score for everyone else to aim for. Oh, she didn't quite get the clubbing right. It's uphill. Probably only needed another 3 or 4 yards of carry there. Humphreys chipping. We'll get this one running quickly, I think. She does. Oh, settle. So just about 4 or 5 feet coming back for the 21-year-old. And the angle that Cowley's playing, it looks like she does have a backswing. Needs to send this one skywards. She's judged that pretty nicely. Leaves herself an uphill putt for the par as well. Hewson, a winner in her first ever LET start back in 2020, exploded onto the scene. How's her pace control today? Well, it did just have a little hop early on its journey, and often that takes a bit of pace off it. Well, Young actually ended up dropping back into the bunker here. The ball just rolled back into it. That's really well played, though. She wouldn't have been able to see the bottom of the flagstick from where she was standing. Humphreys to keep a bogey off the card through 7 holes. No problem. Strokes it right in the centre. Can Cowley match her with an up and down on a par 3 up ahead on the 10th? Oh, just grazes the left edge. So she will drop back to level par. Hewson. She can be reasonably aggressive with this one. Oh, she is, and bangs it right into the back of the hole. Liz Young for a good sandy up and down on 18 in front of the clubhouse. And she's in and sets the clubhouse target with a round of 71. Cowley drops out of the lead lane, but Humphreys still has company, now in the form of Hayley Davis, who's birdied the par 5 8th. 3 golfers with disability from Edgar were invited to play in the Rose Ladies Series today. England's Amy Bullock and Martine Gilks, and Fiona Gray of Northern Ireland battled it out for the honours. Kate and Justin Rose were delighted to see them competing and believe it's a vital part of growing the game.
Really excited to be able to include the Edgar ladies today for, disabled golf. We feel like there's potentially a huge growth area there. I mean, there have to be so many people at home who enjoy the game and don't know about or haven't got the process yet to find their community to go and play with, other people and just connect.
Fiona Gray, who plays off a handicap of 6.9, just edged out Amy Bullock to take the Edgar Match Trophy. After the break, we'll find out who will win the Professionals Prize.
Here at Wentworth, they run a scholarship as part of a foundation that was set up by the great Bernard Gallagher. The scholarship aims to help develop aspiring young golfers. Two of the scholars, Millie Cottrell and Ava Bates, have teed it up with the pros today, and Justin Rose caught up with former scholar and now LET winner Annabelle Dimmock.
It's nice just to be out here on a nice day, and the course is looking unbelievable.
It is, isn't it? They've done a great job.
So good.
Obviously everything at Wentworth they do first class, and I know you've been a beneficiary of the Wentworth Scholarship Programme.
Yeah.
How's that sort of benefited you on your journey, would you say? Because I know there's a couple other girls playing today who are in the programme too, which is fantastic.
It's amazing. It's like, you know, to be able to come here with these facilities and play on these world-class courses from such a young age has really kick-started me and helped me. Like playing on amazing greens, you know, the greens are here are just as good, if not better, than we play on tour. So it's amazing to practice on them. But just as a junior, being able to play with other like-minded girls, because at the time when I first got into golf when I was younger, there wasn't many. There's a lot more now, but there was hardly any back then.
Yeah, I can appreciate that.
So being able to play with girls was amazing for me.
Well, that's good. I'm sure, well, listen, the other girls playing today and the young girls coming up through the programme, no doubt you're a role model for them, so hopefully they'll kick on and follow in your footsteps.
I hope so, yeah. Hopefully they're beating me out here today, that's for sure.
Don't worry. Well, listen, like I said, thanks for chatting with us, and go have a great back night.
Cheers, Justin.
All right,
thank
play
you.
well.
Great insights from Annabelle and Justin there. But it wasn't quite going to plan for Dimmock, as she was 5 over through 10 holes. But she showed great fighting spirit with a birdie at 11. This cracker into 14 set up her second red number of the day. Sophia Fulbrook is the reigning Justin Rose Daily Telegraph Junior Champion, and she was enjoying her opportunity today. She made a par at 10 to stay +1 and ultimately signed for a 74. Lauren Taylor slipped to 1 over with an error at the 13th, but 4 pars followed before she poured this one into the cup at 18. That got her into the clubhouse, tied with Liz Young at level par. Alice Hewson thrust herself into contention with back-to-back birdies at 15 and 16 to move to 1 under. She stayed there by trickling this chip close to save par at the 17th. Joint leader Lily Mae Humphreys parred 8 and 9. She remained at -1 as this effort pulled up in the jaws on 10, before taking another positive step at the 12th. Humphreys is putting an extremely impressive bogey-free round together, 1 clear of Hewson now. Hayley Davis has fallen 2 shots back with bogeys at 15 and 16. We're getting down to the business end of the tournament now, and George has made it out to another one of the short holes.
The 5th and final par 3, and it's another stunner. Although, if you're a player, it looks quite intimidating. 198 yards from the tee today, and although it's 10 yards downhill, the wind is pouring into their face, so it's going to play every bit of those 198 yards. Being the penultimate hole, it's going to take one very clutch shot to get away with par.
Olivia Cowan on that 17th tee, the world number 176. Yet another LET winner in the field today. Needs a birdie finish, really. Oh, that is straight at it. What a tee shot. You can see the slope of the green, just working it further away. That does mean she'll be putting back uphill, though. Oh, Cowley, her second shot into 18, needs a birdie to tie the clubhouse lead. She will have a chance. A bit of swing on that putt. Can Cowan convert that beauty of a tee shot on 17? lip out on the low side. You can see the frustrations from the German. Hewson just bunting one up from just shy of 18. Good chance to get out of dodge with a closing par there. And now Dame Laura Davis, major winner, legend of the women's game. Not been around to remember today. Oh, but that's an absolutely delightful touch. Just an inch of pace away from chipping one in on the last. Not the greatest round of her illustrious career, but brilliant to see her still supporting the Rose Ladies series. Humphreys looking to put the hammer down with her approach into 14. Bit too much hammer though, she's through the back. But as we've seen from her today, when she does miss, she's giving herself plenty of green to recover. Hayley Davis, a winner at Brockenhurst Manor and Bearwood Lakes last year, still holding out a little hope of getting her hands on the trophy today, but that, I think, will be the end of it. Sadly, a weak effort, and that is 3 bogeys on the bounce now. Needs to find a little of energy going up 18. Cowley for that birdie putt. Starts to swing. Oh, in it goes! Brilliant finish from Cowley, and she's at level par as well. Well, I said it was an outside chance, but whenever she gets a sniff at a Rose Ladies Series title, she seems to produce. Hewson to break the hearts of those on even and set a new clubhouse target. Oh, and it just slips out. So she will join those at even par. Had a chance for a 70, but it's another 71. Humphreys still has the advantage, but if she slips up, we could be in for a mammoth playoff here on the East Course. She's got 5 holes to play and work to get up and down here on 14. It's carrying a little bit of pace. Carrying just the right amount of pace and break. What a shot from Humphreys. From nowhere, chips in from the back of 14. She's now got a 3-shot lead. It was very much a round of 2 halves for Clara Young, who went out in 42 but came home in a brilliant 32 with birdies at 11, 15, 17 and this monster putt at the last. Whitney Hillier was another player who started slowly and made the turn in 4 over. 4 birdies in 5 holes from 11, including this at 14, got her back to level par, but she bogeyed the last 3. Olivia Cowan couldn't quite replicate the form that saw her win the Hero Women's Indian Open in October. This birdie putt didn't drop, but the par gave her a 72. 4th birdie of the day for Humphreys at 15, coupled with that closing bogey for Hewson, means our leader has a 4-shot cushion with 2 to play. See, just starting to get a little bit windier as the day unfolds. We're getting into the late afternoon, early evening now. Little anxious look there initially from Humphreys. Just shy of the green. That'll be quick from there, but worthy of a smile in the position she's in right now. Annabelle Dimmock, one-time LET winner, former Curtis Cup player as an amateur. Just looking to lag this one down at 18. Oh, it might be even better than that. It is better than that. Well, what a way to finish, and it says a lot about her fighting back from that horrible opening 9. And in the end, it's a 74. Well played, Annabelle Dimmock. Humphreys quite rightly opting for putter here. Just a foot or 2 of fringe to go through. Ooh, it's quick. That has given her something to think about on the way back. Rosie Davies Uphill for birdie on 18. Just trickles round the back of the hole. So that's a 74 for her, and that'll be enough to finish just outside the top 10 today. To the leader, Humphreys on 17. She's been so impressive at tidying up when she's needed to. And yet again, finds the pure stroke when she wants it. Keeps the bogeys off the card. And it remains a 4-shot lead with 1 to play. 2019 Women's Amateur Champion Emily Toy. This birdie putt on 17 to get her into that large tie for second. And it just didn't want to take the break for her. Tied 35th at West Lancs and tied 16th at S&A in the first 2 events of this year's series. And that is the view that Lily Mae Humphreys has got, short of 18 in 2. So she's going to win, but professional pride, she'll want a bogey-free round. And the way she's been holing out so far today, can't see anything but that finding the bottom of the cup. Such an impressive young player, just 21 years old, won the LET Access Series Order of Merit a couple of years ago, found her feet on the LET last season. Emily Toy, a player hoping to travel that same journey, does tap in on 17. So she stays 1 back of those in second. Humphreys, she'll want to win by holing this. And she does. That is a brilliant performance. In all honesty, it never really looked in doubt for the 21-year-old from Chelmsford. Hugs all around and well deserved. Justin and Kate Rose there to greet her, a young lady who's getting used to winning. It was imperious from Humphreys, 4 birdies, no drop shots in a high-quality 67. It's a first Rose Ladies Series title by a comfortable 4 shots.
It's pretty cool. I didn't fully expect it at the start of the day. I was just trying to knock off some rust ready for the LET kind of to start up again, but played nicely and I'm pretty excited to have my first Rose Series win.
What a day at Wentworth. Congratulations, Lily Mae Humphreys. A stunning round of 4 under par has got the job done. We can't wait to do it all again. We'll see you at Bearwood Lakes.